A huge warning for the Dutch people among us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel for the newcomers. My name is Didi. Yes, walking and talking on this beautiful beach here in Salau. Sun is rising really high up, a little bit later than normal, so that the sun is really bright. Maybe put my cap like this so that it's not like blinding my eyes, guys. In today's video, I will keep it very short because these long videos, I can't upload them on the campsite, so I need to keep them short. News item for the Dutch people, charts that are very important to understand at the moment, very important charts, and a short inspirational quote at the end. It has to do with the charts and the news. Now, let's quickly jump into that news first. And yes, I stopped filming on the wrong moment, so there, that's the view that you were wanting. Bitcoin booty on the beach. Now, the news, guys, the news first. It's terrible news for the Dutch people. Most Dutch people don't even know this, but the pension funds are being restructured in the Netherlands, which means normally there was a collective pot of pension funds. Everyone would contribute to that fund, so that would be like the younger people and the older people collectively in one pot, and from that all the pension funds were being paid. Now this is changing. It's going to be an individual one, everyone with their own pot. But the pension that you will be receiving will be depending on the results of the investments that they will be doing for you. So if they will do bad investments for your fund, for your pot, that will lead to having less pension in the future. So now you are depending on people that think that they know what is happening on the economical market, that will put your money in stocks, whatever it is, to create your pension fund for the future, but that it's all depending on their skills of investing. I would never want that to happen. I would always be in full control myself. And how can you be in full control yourself? By using Bitcoin. Stop trusting all these pension funds, because you will be left over with a very tiny pension. That tiny pension in the far future, because of inflation, will only give you like the ability to buy one frikandel or a little bit of groceries, but not a lot of groceries, guys. So it's very important that you understand that the Dutch government is restructuring your whole pension fund structure, which means you will depend on their skills in investing. Nobody must want that. You must be completely, fully in control yourself when it comes to your pension fund. So I would go into Bitcoin. Take a part of your money, invest it in Bitcoin now, and you will have an amazing pension in the future. If you leave it up to them in euros, stocks, or whatever other asset they want to invest aside of Bitcoin, you will be left over with a very small pension. Please do your own research about this restructuring of the pension fund, but in my opinion, not positive at all. Now, let's jump into the charts. First chart for today, guys, is this 4-hour chart. Like, look how beautiful that buy signal over there. This one, beautiful bought, of course, and in profit again. We are now running against a yellow line of resistance, 56,666. That line was already drawn like a couple of weeks ago. If you have been following my videos, you've seen that line already multiple times, and now that line is becoming resistance. It was a support line before, now it's a resistance line. If we break that line, yes, then the next target will be around 71,000 US dollar. If we find resistance at this line, we could easily drop back to that other yellow line there again at 63,000 US dollar to retest that one as support, and then from there again move sideways or upwards a little bit more towards that 70k level. Beautiful indicator setup again, beautiful profits. Now let's jump into a very important for all those people that now are afraid that Mt. Gox distribution of bitcoins is gonna crash all the Bitcoin price. Now, show you, if you have the total realized cap of Bitcoin, that beautiful gray area, that huge gray area, to more than 600 billion, and compare that to the Mt. Gox realized cap, the amount of Bitcoins that's going to go into the market, you're talking about around $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. That is that very small, tiny purple area in the right corner. Do you believe that if that very small, tiny amount of Bitcoins will be going to the market to be sold, that they will have an influence on that $600 billion market, that gray area. Just visualize yourself always these numbers. These numbers sound big. 3 billion is going to be dumped. So 140,000 Bitcoin could be dumped, blah, blah, blah. Do your research into these charts, into these numbers, and you will see it's nothing if you compare it to the total realized cap of Bitcoin. So don't be afraid. Always research these numbers before you sell. Now, this is the most important chart, guys, that I'm going to show you, and also the last chart for today. We are now totally left in the bottom in the corner. We can see these three cycles, the 2016, the 2020, and now the 2024 cycle. And we can see also that we are starting now completely left in the bottom again with a new cycle. And now your question is, where will this cycle end up? A lot of you are now doubting that Bitcoin will be dumping to lower prices. If we zoom into that left bottom corner, we get this one. We can see that that orange line is underperforming that blue and that green line, but it is outperforming that red line. So yes, we are in between all of these previous cycles when it comes to the Bitcoin move after the halving. If we zoom out again, we can see that we are just getting started. There is not one 4-year cycle that started after the halving and went massively down after 150 days. After 150 days, we started to go massively up in each and every 4-year cycle. And after 365 days, we made new all-time highs. And after 730 days, we probably already saw the new Bitcoin bull market top. And then mostly after 1,000 days, somewhere there is again that new bear market bottom that we should be buying. But this moment is still a beautiful moment to accumulate Bitcoin, because you will probably not be able to accumulate Bitcoin at these prices at the next bear market bottom. Because we normally don't go lower than the halving price in the next or after the next bull run. If we experience a bull run, we will drop again, maybe 50 to 60%, but it will be higher than the previous halving price that we now just saw at 63,000 US dollar. So please understand it. We are just getting started. This is not the end of the bull market, as a lot of people are saying. This is just getting started. Left in the bottom, that's where we are. We will go high to the top, somewhere up to those lines that you can see over there. And even if we go a little bit lower than that red line or that green line, that would still mean doubling or tripling the Bitcoin price from now. I hope you really enjoyed the charts, guys. The charts for today are very simple to see how Bitcoin will develop in the next 12 to 18 months. It's going to be going up, up, up for the next 12 months, guys. It's very interesting that everyone is doubting Bitcoin at the moment, or we can clearly see how Bitcoin has developed every time after the halving. Yes, this was not the best performing after halving period of 50 to 100 days. It can even take another 100 days before we really take off into a bull market, but we will take off. I told you to buy those dips. If you would have bought that dip around 56K, you would now be 10K in profit, because we already had a 20% pump in Bitcoin again. The game is very simple, though also very difficult, because it goes against all the emotions that you have. When we will be at 55K, you will be like, we will go to 40K, maybe to 30K. You forget to buy the dip. You should be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin to buy those dips, to now have all these profits again around 60K, 65K, 66K even. And in the long term, way higher, because we are just getting started in the bull market, just as you saw. So my tip for today is, when it comes to life, you need to zoom in. Enjoy every single minute of the day. When it comes to Bitcoin, you need to zoom out. Look at that bigger picture. Don't give a fuck about all these minute charts. Look at that bigger 4-year cycle. Quote, I'm turning around, walking that side. Hopefully the light is still good, guys. The inspirational quote for today is, the moment you say that things can't be done, there will always be someone that will prove to you by doing it that it can be done. It's always you that will be interrupted by those people that prove to you that it can be done. Can't be done is not a word in your dictionary anymore from today. Everything is possible in life. So the moment you think every time again, that probably can't be done, you can realize yourself already at that moment, somebody is going to interrupt me by proving it can be done by doing it. That's how simple it works. Everything is possible in this beautiful world. And you have all these possibilities ahead of you, in front of you, but you just don't want to see them, or you are too afraid to grab them by the balls. And sometimes life is all about grabbing life by the balls. It is all about being brave enough to take that first step. If you take that first step to prove that something can be done instead of can't be done, to interrupt others that always say, that can't be done. You cannot do your own pension fund. Your own pension fund, that's impossible. You cannot do it with Bitcoin. The moment you are the one that proves that it can be done, you're interrupting all those people that always say, nah, it can't be done. You should be the interrupter. You should be that person that interrupts them and tells them it can be done. Here, I'm showing you. I am doing it, and I'm saving my pension fund now in this beautiful asset Bitcoin, protecting my capital against inflation and all the other negative things that these assets as euros, dollars, and euros, dollars, and stocks have. So yes, stop saying it can't be done. Start proving that it can be done, and show others by leading by example how to live life to the fullest, not only financially, but also life-wise. And I think it's very important that people start to understand that Bitcoin is an asset that can help you with doing it. Bitcoin is that asset that will make your capital work for you. You will be able to zoom out, look your capital growth in time. 4 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. Your capital will be multiplying itself. Then you have time to zoom in at life and enjoy every single minute of the day. That is the most important part. So, to end the video, that was the quote. When people say, it can't be done, interrupt them by doing it, by showing them it can be done. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the tips? Or what do you think about the charts? What do you think about everything else? Hopefully, this time I was able to make a shorter video, so I won't have issues again with uploading this video, guys. Now, see you tomorrow again. Bam!